I remember. My husband talked and talked and talked about the amount of fun that he had playing 11. I rolled my eyes at him and was staunchly against playing an MMO. But when the open beta for 14 came out, I went ahead and registered the both of us for it. I figured that he wanted to play it, and I would be a good wife and play it with him. I had no idea what I was doing. No clue how to play an MMO. I died and died and died. I'm sure he face-rolled 10 million times that first week of open beta. I thought I was going to hate it. I wanted to hate it. But I didn't. I loved it. And 12, I was hooked. We went out and pre-ordered 2 collector's editions and started playing. We leveled together, and then I started to get bored. He suggested I start a link shell. I had no idea what that was, but I did it anyway. I started inviting random people. Ira, Dia, Sierra. The list grew and grew. I remember Colby suggesting the onion race. We all stripped down to our underwear and ran through the shroud in a mad dash to a finish that none of us could reach. A Doom Void Weaver took me out, and I lay there on the ground, laughing my butt off. It was fun. So much so that we held them routinely those first few months. Not only did we hold onion races, but we had a hide-and-seek competitions too. That was another awesome event. People kept coming, people I didn't know, and I got to meet them. It opened up a whole new world to me. My link shell grew. We got a website. We got a vent server. I finally heard the voices of people who I'd been playing with from all over the world. It appealed to my sense of socializing. So many people with different experiences. It was amazing. November rolled around, and they were changing a lot of things in-game. I had to learn the game over again, and I was getting bored with leveling. And then I saw it for the first time. RP. Again, another thing that I had no idea about. I watched those people stand around and carry on elaborate conversations about, well, whatever it was. So I walked up and introduced myself. Well, I introduced Alothia, whoever she was. I had no idea. No backstory, no personality, just a name. It was Rin who got me started. I started out small, but eventually did a couple of bigger RP events. I hung out with Outer Heaven and Seraphine and Kylan, met Klaus and Ricky Tikki of Tail, spent some time on the Ass Delicious with Alona and Sanctus, and then I started pulling my own link shell people into RP with me. Zenge, Cass, Fearless, and myself. We were the 4 RPers at first. Went to events, hung out with the other RPers, didn't really have a purpose beyond having fun. But then we decided to form a company, and Corvus Sinus was born. We didn't have any overarching themes like the other link shells. Didn't have any in-depth storylines. We just flitted between groups and graced other events with our presence. That was good enough for us. And it seemed to attract others as well. We went to fashion shows, attended storytelling events. Alothia got a boyfriend, much to her friend's chagrin. We fought monsters, battled against powerful mages, held trials, attended weddings. I remember the small things. I remember the way it looked in a cave in Thanalin when the light hit the right way. It haloed our characters in a beautiful silhouette. I remember if you saw a place on the horizon, you could probably run there, and it was probably worth the run too. The vistas were beautiful, the game was beautiful, the people were beautiful. I remember when I finally decided Alothia's backstory. No one else knew about it. She was keeping it hidden. And she still keeps it hidden, mostly, but she's coming to terms with her past. She whispered it to me in the dark hours we spent playing together. I remember taking breaks from 14 to play other things, but none of them held my attention as long. I remember hitting my first level 50 as a Conjurer. I remember quickly working on a second, and a third. Repeating leaves in Thanalin. Okay, we have 2 more eggs to collect. Cancel it and we'll do it again. Don't kill the toad. Run! Ugh, douchey mongrels. It wasn't all sunshine and roses. There were problems with the game. The people I started playing with weren't the same people by the end. I lost touch with Ira. I don't know where he is. I wish I could say hello and thank him for making my first experience wonderful. Dia is in Japan with his wife and kid. We still talk sometimes, and I can't wait for him to see how beautiful the game has become. But others took long breaks and did come back. Belisar let me track him down and pull him kicking and screaming back to us. I'm glad he did. I met people in real life through this game. A strange chain of coincidences have led me to a group of in-real-life friends that I met because of it. There's 8 of us in the same city who play this game, and we met because of podcasts, RP, and some actual real-life connections. We celebrated Cass's birthday at an amusement park. I was so nervous to meet them for real, but that feeling quickly faded, and we all became close. I still have the keychain with a picture of the roller coaster, and I look at it, and I need to remember that these people are real friends. At the end of 1.0, there were some problems. I was stressed, wasn't as good of a leader as I could have been. Past incidents came up, and I apologized, but it didn't really help. But I had people who stood beside me, helped me through those moments. Cass, Zenj, Monty, Tainum, Fear. I don't know if I ever expressed this enough, but thank you. I remember the last day, standing there, with Dalamud blaring overhead in the sky, the misty clouds of Mordona on the screen, and the ethereal voices singing answers over and over again. When it went black, I felt sad. It was as if the small family that I'd built for myself was going to be ripped apart. But we weren't. We're still here, still fighting and playing and joking around. We've added new faces and names, but have yet to actually play with them in-game. And there's still drama sometimes. There has to be when there are RPers involved. We don't like to admit it, but there's a small part of us that enjoys the drama. I can't wait for A Realm Reborn to hit. I can't wait to get back there, to my home, to my second family. I wrote a love letter to Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 in its darkest hours. It ended like this. Just know this. I still have hope for us. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here writing you this letter right now. I would have walked away and never returned. But we've been through too much. You, me, the tower. We're family. And I can't give that up. I feel like A Realm Reborn is the letter that I'm waiting on. The one that tells me, yes, I listened, I changed. You're worth too much. I can't let our family fall apart. I love you too. Thank you for maintaining that hope. Because I know that this will be a new beginning for us. A family reunion that will rock the world of Eorzea. I can't wait for the stories we will tell, the friendships we will craft, and the love that will bloom. Like a phoenix, Eorzea is reborn in the flames, and I will stand there with her until the end.